Having spoken to at least 20 different leaders in different sectors around the globe in the last week, one thing is really clear. You need to rip up your business plan. Whatever you have agreed at whatever board meeting in whatever time ago, it doesn't count anymore. You're now working in an unprecedented time under unrelenting pressure. It's unprecedented. Yet the one thing that you cannot do is try and stick and keep to the business plan that you have, unless you're in a tiny percentage of companies where you still can carry on selling your services. You need to start from scratch. Where are your customers today? Where will your customers be tomorrow, or in 3 months' time, or even 12 months' time? And you need to be really clear about who they are, where they are, and how you're going to be able to market and sell to them. What resources do you have? If you're a bigger company, you have resources that you can't actually even imagine. You've probably got your mind locked into a mindset in terms of how you should be apportioning your resources, your people, your spend, etc. Yet the chances are, if you were a brand new startup today with the resources that you have, the cash at the bank, the customers, the technology, the systems, the infrastructure that you have, and you were born today into this current environment, what would your strategy be then? And I think that is something that you and your leadership team need to really think about, because I think if you can ask yourselves that question and be really clear about the answer, you have a real opportunity not only to safeguard your current employees, but to safeguard your business. If you're a smaller business, you have less resources, but chances are you're also going to be more agile. So make a list of all of the transferable skills that you have, and where could you utilize those skills in other contexts? So number one, the world has changed, so should your strategy. Number two, you now have less resources. If you employ people, the chances are, unless you're working in those essential services sectors, the chances are your people are now working from home, probably yourself too. Working from home causes some significant challenges, right? Apart from the fact that we feel isolated, people are going to be working from home where they've got young children. If you've got a single mother or a single parent, or indeed if you've got two parents but you've got children under 5 or even under 8, how do you split the time? How many hours can you actually work? If this virus really hits as badly as many are predicting, then potentially up to 20% of your workforce could be ill at any one time. So you're potentially talking about a situation where your workforce can only give 50% of what they could give 3 months ago. And if you're still trying to achieve the same KPIs, the same metrics as you were 3 months ago, you're creating a rod for your own back, and the chances are that the pressure is increasing, and it's going to have a big fallout, not only in terms of your own mental well-being, but also that of your staff. It is not possible to carry on doing what you were doing before if you've only got 50% of people doing the job that they were doing previously. So you need to create a clear strategy around that. You need to reprioritize what your most important projects are, and they're going to be driven by your new business plan, your new strategy. So if before you were doing 6 things, bring it down to 3, and make sure those 3 are in line with your new strategy. Redefine your KPIs. Do not carry on posting or measuring against the previous KPIs. You need to redefine KPIs that are relevant to today and tomorrow, because if your staff feel that they are failing, they're not going to be motivated, and right now you need a motivated and engaged workforce. Thirdly, once you've redefined your strategy and you've ascertained your actual available resource and reprioritized as a result, you need to communicate your new strategy, and you need to communicate what you're expecting from your employees. You know, what happens if you've got 2 parents working at home, both for 2 different companies who have children? Should they split their hours, 4 hours each during that day? And what's the impact for you? And you need to be able to communicate that to your wider workforce. So communicate your new strategy, your new work policies, your new KPIs, and where your focus is. And tell your employees if you've got to make difficult decisions, which you do, and you need to make them very quickly. Give those decisions out to your employees, your partners, your suppliers, your stakeholders, your shareholders. Use every single form of communication that you can, and make sure that that communication is communicated all the way down the organization. So in summary, you need to rip up your business plan. The world has changed, so does your strategy need to change. Number 2, you have less resources now, so refocus and reprioritize. And number 3, communicate. Thank you.